What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream right here on this channel Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday mornings US time, so come by and say hello. Okay, I wanted to start a new series, a monthly series, I suppose, in which I take a look at what information we have available to us and what we're expecting essentially over the upcoming month. And obviously I'll be doing these at the beginning of every month or around the beginning of every month to give an idea of, I don't know, where we'll be roughly in 30 days. Now, I will just reiterate, I have zero inside information, and all of this is speculation. It's based off of the public information that we have from the town halls, things that I read on Discord, some things that I read in Reddit. So obviously the team isn't as active on Reddit, but the point being that this is not meant to be this is not any kind of official release. This is all speculation by me. And if you know me and if you know this channel, a lot of times, and I do this lovingly and for my own mental sanity, I go on different timelines than what the team is giving, just because the way that I see things playing out is going to be slightly different given the circumstances and literally constricted or constrained by the number of days. So here's where we're at. I'm going to take a look. May is an interesting month in the sense that we have 5 Mondays, so we have 5 total town halls, one of which already passed and was yesterday. And so some of the information that I'm taking, I talked about briefly in the 5 biggest takeaways from the town hall, but I will expand a little bit more here in this video. So these are the main things that kind of crossed my mind when going through and looking at the calculator. Sorry, not the calculator, the calendar. And so let's just dive in. The first thing coming up is Agrod has been talking about this board meeting coming up in a couple days here towards the end of the week on May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And why is that relevant to us? It's not really relevant at all outside of the fact that it would potentially lead into this second point here where we may get an updated company roadmap. Now, I know that this is something that Agrod and Hardpoint would like to update every month, and so it seems as though we may be getting this after board meetings. I'm not sure how often board meetings happen, but we haven't gotten a company roadmap update in quite a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this upcoming Monday might be a little too soon, the 9th. But if there is a board meeting and things are decided upon or agreed upon, we could see stuff, we could see updates to the roadmap as early as the 9th, maybe the 16th. I don't know how much further out to be pushed. Granted, maybe they don't want to go public with any of these things, but it just seems wild that they would. It just seems weird that they wouldn't want to update the company roadmap when they've been talking about that. So I do believe that is something we will expect to see, or we can expect to see in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, hopefully in less than a week on the 9th, as that would make something fun for the community to really rally around. And so obviously if Hardpoint was on, we've had Cryptomancer on, we've had Matt on recently, been waiting for Hardpoint to make his turn back in the limelight. So those are the first 2 things here. That's what I think will come down the road. Now, the rank rewards QA and MAV testing, I talked about this in the 5 biggest takeaways. So as it stands right now, and now that I have a calendar in front of me, I forgot the dev's name because it's like a bunch of numbers, but what the dev was saying in terms of when we can expect like timelines is ranked rewards QA, right? So they're finishing up the code, and the QA is going to be happening next week, is what he was saying, as early as next week. So when I see that, that's the 9th through the 13th. And then there's potential MAV testing after that. So let's say they're actually on time with this. Well, you have your QA testing here, and then your MAVs test around this time. Now, keep in mind, we just started a new season, and so the season end for the current season will probably be around the 15th, which means that the next season ending after that is going to be on the 30th. And so if we do get the ranked rewards update, the earliest it would be, and Cryptomancer has said this previously on Discord as well, would be the end of May. So whenever the season end changes happens, probably on the 30th or 31st around this time. So that would give QA some time to go in. That would give Mavs essentially 2 weeks at this point, or let's say QA gets delayed to the week of the 16th, then you'd have Mavs going in on the 23rd through the 27th, and that, unless there's like some major bugs with things, hopefully that would align with being able to make this change happen right around here at the end of May. So in relation to that, one of the things that I think we can expect, and I have no inside information on any of this, and I haven't been told anything, but if we are going to get the ranked rewards update, or at least if they're shooting for it by the end of May, it'd be nice to see some of the new reward cards. So we might get some previews on that, especially if they're looking for eye candy to fill in on the upcoming town halls, 9th, 16th, 23rd. So if things are looking good to release at the end of the month, granted, I mean, it might not come in until the 30th, but I would think that if the team is trying to build up some hype, then maybe we could see some of the new cards, maybe ones that have been decided on already, that have completed artwork, all that fun stuff. But again, I don't know if we will. This is more like hopeful and optimistic that we do see something like that in the near future, at least within the next 30 days. Here's another one. There's a new tournament mode that Weirdbeard has literally been teasing for months at this point. He was saying that it's coming sooner rather than later, and it's weird because it's announcement of an announcement. So I'm hoping we get that second announcement sometime within the next 30 days. Again, I'm just throwing it in there because it's one of those things where it sounds like we're almost there. So hopefully Weirdbeard will have something within the next, 3 or 4 weeks here to share with us. And there's obviously going to be 4 more town halls before the end of May. Now, this last one is something that I'll probably get the most feedback on, but I also feel the strongest about it. And it's going to be the most controversial and probably disappointing for people. In the town hall yesterday, SPS Validator Nodes were said to be set for sale, or the pre-sale would begin at the end of May. Now, this is an update. This is the first time we've seen a new updated timeline, because previously, when they were first announced, we were told that it would probably be early May or mid-May. So now it is being pushed back to the end of May, which would be, right around the time that ranked rewards are set to go live. Now, I'm not, I don't do any development for the team. I'm not aware of this, and I'm not saying that they don't have the capabilities to do both simultaneously. I am saying, in my humble opinion, that I don't believe they would want to do both of those simultaneously. So if we are already on, in the 3rd of May, and we don't have a timeline for when that will be out, I feel like they're scrunching up too many things for the end of the month, both SPS Validator Nodes and ranked rewards, because keep in mind, the site as a whole is going to change, right? So for the SPS Validator Nodes, that's going to be part of a new sales page, essentially, or a new shop page. And the ranked rewards is going to be a major change to the entire game as it is. Based on what the team has been saying about how they don't want to put out too many things at once, in my mind, there's just no way that both of these end up happening within a week or even 2 weeks of one another. So just being honest with you here, unless we hear Validator Nodes being pulled up early to maybe the 23rd, obviously the 16th seems like a pipe dream right now, unless we hear either of these dates being pushed out, because we know that the team has to work within the framework of season end. So ranked rewards is being targeted for the 30th and 31st. Again, there's just no way that they're going to have, in my opinion, there's just no way they're going to have SPS Validator Nodes come in and undercut it and they try to start the sale on the 23rd. They could, but again, we can only be so hyped, right? So in my opinion, there's no way that both of these make it into May. This town ain't big enough for the both of them. This month ain't big enough for the both of them. And I am willing to bet one DEC, for anybody who wants to take me up on this bet, that one of these is going to get pushed to June. So that's just the way I see it right now. Obviously, we haven't been given any hard timelines. It's just end of the month, and it's kind of been vague like that for a while. So it wouldn't surprise me to see one or maybe both get pushed into June. Obviously, I hope we get both, but I am mentally prepared and emotionally prepared to only get one of them by the end of this month. So that's kind of how I see things playing out. Again, May is going to be one of those wait and see months. There's not going to be much in terms of overall like changes. Because if there are any major changes, again, that's going to come in on literally the last couple of days of the month. Any like new reward card previews are going to be nice, but those aren't going to be coming in until the changes actually go live, which would be end of the month. The SPS validator nodes, that could be cool. But, if that sale happens and it's end of the month, then I just don't see the ranked rewards happening in that same time frame. I feel like there's got to be at least they've got to be at least 2 weeks apart, in my opinion, because if things go and break the site, the last thing they want is to have like another major release or another major update on the docket. And that's just, and I don't blame them for it. So let me just take a step back here. I don't blame them for it, right? All I'm saying is that given the information we have, I just don't see it happening. You have a lot of people throwing out vague timelines that are like roughly around one another. And so I think once there's a little bit more clarity from all the teams involved, devs, project management, creative, they're going to look at this and say that, we said end of May of both of them. Like there's no way we're going to do this within a couple of days or even a couple of weeks of one another. So that's what I'm expecting for the month of May. If there's something that you think that I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. I definitely don't want to leave anything out. We're trying to hype everyone up as much as we can right now because there's stuff coming, but it's not coming anytime. it's not coming anytime this month. Hopefully though, the company roadmap, the update to the company roadmap, I think will be something that we can get excited about. Granted, I know everyone was a little disappointed because land was nowhere to be found on the last one. Obviously, I'm speaking a little hyperbolically. It was there. It just wasn't where people wanted it to be, right? It was very, very far pushed out. And the truth is, let me put it this way. The truth is, going into this, just to temper everyone's expectations, like things in roadmaps, I don't know. I'm just going to go out and say it. Like they don't generally like move up unless some major breakthrough was made. So if things get moved, it's usually they're pushed back or realigned or swapped with one another, right? So, that's the big talk about land right now. And a lot of the commentary on land from the team is, well, land is such a big project that we had to do X, Y, and Z first, right? We had to do tech modernization. We have to do this non-card market. We have to do whatever else, right? So stuff will get flip-flopped, and more so than anything, I would say instead of things moving up, things will move back, and new things that we hadn't really thought about before, which could be cool and could be awesome, will pop up and take their place. But, that's just kind of how it is. And the reason that I say that is because like ranked rewards isn't something that we really expected. I've been waiting for Modern and Wild for a very long time, and then all of a sudden ranked rewards came into the mix, and they're like, well, ranked rewards needs to go before Modern and Wild, and ranked rewards got delayed. So everything just kind of gets pushed back from that point onwards. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We can continue the conversation there. I will catch you all in the next one, and I will see you around the game. Take care.